If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying.
Honestly, wiser words have never been spoken, you know? That's a real Floridian sentence, though, when you think about it. It's like...
You're not going to cheat me out of my 20s. You're not going to cheat me of getting sun-tanned, sunburned, throwing up from shots and shitty Pabst Blue Ribbon, and maybe catching a couple strains of HPV. I'm not letting another virus get in the way of that.
There's something about being in that sunshine state where you feel like rules just don't apply. Like, I feel invincible when I go to Florida and hang out with my family. Like, I'll find myself doing 75 on the highway with a beer in my hand, just being like, Florida, you crazy son of a bitch.
Coronavirus got a lot more real for some people when Tom Hanks announced that he and wife Rita Wilson have tested positive for the virus as they are in Australia as Tom shoots a new movie there.
Once Forrest Gump got sick, he was just like, oh, anybody, because he beat AIDS. So I was like, well.
I just assumed just because I guess they were celebrities that they'd be fine.
I was more worried about Tom Hanks surviving Corona than my parents.
Everybody was so upset for some reason, like they know the guy. I don't really know him, and I don't want anybody to get Corona, but I don't know. He could be an asshole.
I don't know why he matters more than most people. I can't be the only one who thinks that. He's such an innocent man. When he got it, I was like, this is real, you know? Shed a tear.
Then he got to host SNL. I think that's why he got it, because he wanted to host SNL. Some celebrities, I think, may or may not be lying about having coronavirus after they saw how much attention Tom Hanks got. It's a slow news month.
The NBA made the stunning decision to suspend the season indefinitely because of the coronavirus.
I feel like, obviously I'm taking it emotionally. I got emotional just now, because it's like, I'm a Sixers fan, right? 3 months later, I'm like, man, Rudy Gobert fucked us all. Like, there's no way this wasn't avoidable. But here we are.
They were able to test all of the Utah team within like a day, but none of us can get tested. I was like, oh, all of a sudden I want to be in the NBA.
And they had enough tests to they gave one to Kobe Bryant somehow.
There's no more NBA. Boys have gone crazy. Any girl that's been dating a boy has gotten way more texts that say, what are you doing, than they ever in their lives have gotten. And that's fun and that's great, but then they're playing more video games now. So it's like you're not getting the second text. Like, they just ask you what you're doing and then you tell them and then it's just nothing.
Not that I can't stand sports, but I'm not into it. I don't get it. I used to try to pretend, though, for a very long time. I would be like, it was pathetic, and I'm sick of pretending.
For Zoom, the video conferencing app has skyrocketed in popularity.
Zoom is like, I don't know. I feel like it started off as something like legit, and we've kind of tainted it. It started off as something for job meetings and stuff. Now we're telling dick jokes on Zoom.
Yeah, I don't know where Zoom came from. It's just one of those things where it just all of a sudden everybody used it and no one can remember how it started, and that's like something out of a horror movie.
It's just funny to see how intimate yet distant that we are from each other, but yet that love transcended throughout that camera, through the laptop.
My friend wants to get married now, and I want to plan her Zoom wedding immediately. I'm like, girl, what you need me to do? Ultimately, I'm frugal, and I know they are saving the most money that they could possibly save. And I'm pretty sure people are sending gifts and like large gifts. I see these weddings as nothing but a win. I honestly wish that I was ready to get married, because this would be the best opportunity.
I tried going on a Zoom date, but there was no connection.
Zoom weddings seem terrifying, no? I feel bad mostly because, all right, if you're getting married on Zoom right now, that means you've already been planning it. You had like people invited, you had horses you bought, you got shrimp, all kinds of wild birds were planned to be at your house. Now you're in front of an iPad and everybody's asleep, not really paying attention.
I did Zoom therapy, and I liked it. It was nice to finally get my therapist in bed.
I just picture the priest being like, do you, username 243, take coolboy69 to be your awfully wedded husband?
It's really the eye of the cyclone. A nightmare.
Non sottovalutare questa situazione.
Everybody got caught up with Italy's warning, but China had it first. They were warning us first. China warned us first. We didn't pay attention till Italy warned us. China invented the noodle. We didn't pay attention till Italy made a pasta.
I feel kind of weird about Italy because right before the pandemic, I had gone to Italy, but I just feel like I got to see the last stitch of like healthy Italy. And I don't know, I don't really like talking about it because I feel like this is how conspiracy theories start.
It was like a short story you read in middle school when you're learning about foreshadowing, you know?
I love the Italians. They know how to party. Even though like everyone is quarantined, they've got amazing balconies. Everyone has a balcony and they love to drink. They know how to live.
They have better food. They have less fat people. You know, they're killing it. They're doing better than we are, I feel like. They're sexier. I don't know. They're just better. They eat carbs and don't get fat. How does that happen?
The New York City public schools will remain closed for the remainder of this school year.
That's the mayor's opinion. I value it. It is my legal authority in this situation.
He's like a neighbor that everybody hates, but you know he's gonna move soon.
Nobody brought up that the schools were for education. Like, no one was like, the schools should stay open so that Timmy can learn how to read. They were like, the schools should stay open so I don't have to beat Timmy when he runs around and interrupts my work from home meeting.
The school should stay open so my kids can eat lunch.
I was here for it. Yep, don't close the schools. Keep these kids in the schools.
I know de Blasio is a black wife, and one thing I know about black wives is that they want their kids to go to school.
Kids don't wash their hands and they pick their noses and they eat anything off the ground. And it's definitely a germ pool in school. So that's the first place you should close down.
I am so blessed to not be a mother.
Him and Cuomo remind me of like, you know, of Mice and Men, like Lenny and George. He's like Lenny, you know, he's just that big, stupid, I feel like that's their relationship.